HB. So I'm out for a walk. It's Monday morning, and I thought now's the best opportunity I'm going to get for a while to talk about Secret Wars number 4. It's called The Second Defense, I believe. So, yeah. Let's complete utter spoilers on this issue. If you haven't caught up yet, then you know what to do. Still here? Good. Okay. So this issue's more sort of half character study, half action piece. It picks up immediately from where the last issue ended off, wherein we see the Cabal about to be confronted by the Thors, and the first picture is Thanos wrestling with two Thors. So that's cool. Yeah, that continues throughout. We see a little bit of exposition where Stephen Strange, who still looks like Littlefinger, and I'm really convinced it's on purpose now. He's explaining to the former the old heroes, the heroes of the old Marvel universe. Basically what happened is, we thought there was something behind this early destruction of the universe, the multiverse. There was. We couldn't stop what they'd started, but we could stop them. So we took their power. Doom was able to take the power from them and save whatever could be saved. This is the world now, and he's like, it's not perfect, but it exists. It's there, and it's more than there was going to be. So, I serve him loyally because of that. And the heroes are just like, you sound fucking crazy. You're working for Doctor Doom. And it's like, listen, yeah, I am working for Doctor Doom. I'm working with Doctor Doom. I'm his guiding hand. We're governing this world together. We're keeping it in shape. Okay, so yeah, I like that. I like the political manifestations of Doctor Strange. Imagine that. Machinations, however you like. So yeah, and that's pretty cool. But we see some more of the the Thor. We cut back to the fight with the Thors. They're outmatched by the Cabal because Thanos, among other things, and they send Doctor Doom for help. Stephen Strange also gets the call from one of the Thors, so he rushes in with the Marvel heroes because they're like, well, okay, let's fight then. So you see Star-Lord and Lady Thor and Storm are all just jumping in, and Doctor Doom surveying this, and then he sees they see Mr. Fantastic. Reed Richards jumps into the battle, and then he just has a moment where he's like, you. It's a Darth Vader Obi-Wan moment on the Death Star, where they're like, you, presence I've not felt since, like that. And apparently he explains in a little sort of side to himself that he's searched all over the world for a Reed Richards. He created a world without Reed Richards, so whether knowingly or unknowingly, he did that, and now he's there. So he jumps into the fray and he's like, Richards! And there's a nice little cool moment where ultimate Reed Richards just goes, is he talking about me? I don't care for his tone. And Maximus is like, no, he's not talking about you. And this is great. You never really considered it before, but these two guys have had a rivalry for decades. The Fantastic Four have always been the thorn in Doom's side, but depending on which origin story you believe, Doctor Doom and Reed Richards were at uni together. And there was an accident because Doom was trying to prove he was smarter than Reed, and then so Reed Richards is the one guy whose ego, whose intellect can dent Doom's ironclad ego. So yeah, that's pretty interesting, and it's just so weird. They've butted heads multiple times over the decades. And he's still whenever he sues him, he's like, right, do you see what I did? I made all this. So I did what the superheroes could not. I saved things. This exists because of me. And Richards is like, yeah, we saved the lifeboat. We can only save we built a lifeboat, we can only save ourselves. You saved everything and you're still on a fucking throne. you egotistical dick. And Spider-Man's like, yeah, we're all really shocked at that, like, just stoned. When they get into a fight, and Doctor Doom's like, listen, I am God, okay? And Thanos challenges him on that. He's like, no, I'm God, and you will bend the knee. He goes all Stannis Baratheon. He's like, you will bend the knee right now and recognize me as your God and as your king. And then, like, Cyclops, who's the Phoenix now, challenges him to this, tells him, like, look, just because you hold something in your hand doesn't mean it's yours forever. Fights, was like, this is the future, you can't stop the future. And he's like, this future is a dream, that dream is dead. He snaps his neck. At that moment, Doctor Strange teleports everyone away and just says, he teleports everyone away because, and again, I think this is why they've sort of modelled him off Littlefinger, because he's being kind of duplicitous. He's loyal to Doom up to a point. He won't, there's some things like the old superhero in him will not die down. He won't risk, you know, innocent lives. He won't, you know, he'll try and avoid as much bloodshed as he can. So that was pretty cool. He whisked them all away. He and Doom have this tete-a-tete at the end, and Strange gets, there's some excellent fucking dialogue in this bit, where Strange just tells him, look man, you've all the power you've amassed, look at you, you're still afraid of him, you know, everything you've done after all these years, you're still afraid of Reed Richards, and you've stolen his life, because in this universe Doctor Doom has, his wife is Susan Storm, his children are Franklin and Valeria, all of Reed Richards' children. They're his now in this world, in this alternate universe. So he is the Mr. Fantastic of this universe, as well as the Doctor Doom. He's stolen Reed Richards' life. Jonathan Hickman was very clear that the Susan Storm and the Valeria and the Franklin that we see here are not those from the old universe. They're all dead, alas. So it's kind of weird. And he's like, how much harder do you think he's going to fight whenever he finds out that you've stolen his life from him? Just, and then Doom just wipes him out with a punch. He's dead. He just, like, I think he breaks his spine or something. It's quite cool. Pencil work by Esad Ribic, on point. I mean, there are a few moments whenever they're surveying the battle as like a hologram in Doom's castle that it just looks. It looks a little bit light on it, not great, but like I said, it's a perfect combination of like a character piece and an action piece, because we do get to see a bit more of the machinations of Doctor Strange, see who he's truly working for. There's a really wonderful human moment with Miles Morales whenever he's like, so there's nobody left from my old universe, there's like not even my family, my friends, and why wouldn't there be, you know, why wouldn't there be a moment like that? Nobody else has said or broached the subject of that. Maybe because most of them were prepared for this already, but it's just, no, you know, why, I mean, we don't know how long they've been in stasis on the ship or whatever, but it just feels like, dude, come on, why don't you feel that? why aren't you in a pit of despair? But it really does feel like we're heading into the third act now. We're only in issue 4. We're actually halfway through Secret Wars. There's no Secret Warsiness of it yet. It still feels kind of like Marvel's Game of Thrones, but I don't mind that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's no bad thing. That's actually 2 excellent things smacked into one. So why wouldn't you like that? Artwork still on point. Really cannot wait to see where this story's going. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm on board. One of the covers for one of the later issues features Thanos fighting the Marvel zombies, so that'll be pretty cool. Interesting to see where that goes. Well, yeah. If you like this vid, please click like, subscribe, view, share, and all the usual jazz. And I'll see you when I see you, YouTube. Adios.